Shalom, this is Daniel John Lee with Torah Restoration Ministries. Website is www.spiritandtorah.com. I'm filming this on the preparation day, 6th day of the week. It is September the 12th, 2013. And I wanted to briefly touch upon some things that are happening currently and how it's tied prophetically to feast dates. I had read a report not too long ago from an individual who actually lives in Israel, and he reported in early September that a lot of the harvest fruits in Israel are not even nearly ripe. They're not nearly ready. And you know, Sukkot, Feast of Tabernacles, is known as the Feast of Ingathering because you ingather all the fruits of the land. It's the final harvest of the fall season. And once the fruits are ripe in Israel, it would usually take about 3 to 4 weeks to harvest all that fruit and have it prepared for the Feast of Sukkot. So anyway, the reports are the fruits are not nearly ripe yet. It's still very hot and summer-like weather in Israel. And so the Sukkot that the rabbis and many of the Jews are celebrating in September is not the right Sukkot because their fruits aren't even ready. And for those of you who've been paying attention to my videos, you know that the rabbis are following the wrong calendar this year and they're keeping the feast a month too early. But there's something I want to touch on that's very, very important. Last year, I had made a video in October saying that it was going to be spiritually life or death and physically life or death to make sure you're keeping the right calendar this year. And now I'm going to explain why, because Yah has revealed the fullness of this. Just as the rabbis and the Jews are celebrating the wrong feasts in the wrong month, too early, it's still summer. It's deception. It's off the biblical calendar. It's deception. In the same way, John Kerry is talking with counterparts in Russia, Putin and others, and they're saying, "Oh, peace, peace! Look at all this peace, and we're going to work things out. We're going to have a deal, and we're going to work this thing out with Syria without even having to fire a shot, and everything's going to be wonderful. And Obama's going to come out of this looking just rosy. Peace, peace." Just as false and apostate as these rabbinical feasts are in September, so too is this false peace. It's all deception. It's all completely false. September of 2013 is the false peace, deceptive peace. October of 2013, when the real biblical Hebrew Jewish feasts occur, October is war. September is the false peace, and October is the war. This is why it's going to be very important not to be following the wrong calendar this year, so you understand what is occurring prophetically and on the international stage. It is time to be holy, to live according to Yah's word, in the fullness of the Torah and the Spirit. Hallelujah. Again, the website is www.spiritandtorah.com. Shalom.